Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
All right, fellas, this is a continuation for what we were talking about yesterday, but this question is on the side of that. Now, I'm gonna run this analogy by y'all because I think y'all probably didn't remember or understand, and I want to get y'all take on it. What if the WWE, as far as remember, do you guys remember how Jay Uso got to what Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah,
Don't you
I
remember that
think
Cody Rhodes brought him there, right?
yeah,
yeah.
And then Cody Rhodes was like, make sure I don't regret it.
I think
yeah.
so.
Remember at that time? So when that happened, and we just seen Cody Rhodes beat Jey Uso the other last night or yesterday, something like that. Yeah. So do you think that it's a possibility that somewhere in not even saying that, because we definitely want to see Roman versus Cody, but then again, do you rather want to see Roman versus Cody, or do you want Jey
Uh,
Uso versus Cody for the title at WrestleMania? And if that's the way that Jey Uso gets it back,
No,
ooh.
by beating the person that
yeah,
brought him there, because Cody Rhodes did bring him there, because I think he wasn't in the trade or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, they was doing a trade off.
Yeah,
They was
so it
giving
would
Kevin
go
Owens.
back. It would go back to the long storyline feud that nobody really is highlighting, because of course we want to see the Cody versus Randy and stuff like that for that background story. But also that's a background story with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, because Cody Rhodes brought him there and then told him, and then I think something was going on and he was like, "Yo, don't make me regret bringing you over here." Because if I'm up, it
Mm.
wasn't at the time when Jey Uso was like, "Yo, I'm leaving."
yeah. And nobody on Raw liked him
Yeah. So what
because
do
what
you
he
think?
did when he
You
was with the
think that a
Bloodline.
storyline? Y'all think a storyline can intertwine with that, or would it be a
No.
whole other way?
If anything, they're gonna do Cody versus CM Punk at Mania.
A versus who?
CM Punk.
Okay, Cody. Oh, because of that promo which was crazy, which was crazy. So you
Yeah,
got yeah. Okay, go ahead.
remember that promo battle they had before the Royal Rumble
Uh huh. You
before
talking about the one when
CM Punk
they
got
went
in?
off the show on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was an epic
when
moment.
CM Punk, before CM Punk got injured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that one.
Okay, so that means we get Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns at Mania.
Next Mania, we probably gonna get the match we on been wanting, which is Roman versus Rock.
You think Rock gonna come back in time for that?
Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm,
I got
mm.
man. I'm
cause
with you. I'm with
cause
you. Golly,
cause I've been,
I don't
cause
know.
I've been, I haven't heard, I haven't heard that he's in any upcoming movies or anything. The
I
last
mean,
time
but
I
think
heard
about
he,
it. He wasn't even in no
um,
movies last year, and he still wasn't there.
no, he was shooting that animated Moana movie last year, and that Red
Oh,
Notice.
oh yeah, I forgot about Ray Noted. That's that little Christmas joint he dropped.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
and I think he shot another movie too. On top of that,
Ain't Roman shooting a movie right now?
yeah, he's getting ready to shoot Street Fighter.
Then Roman probably ain't. We already established that he wasn't gonna be at SummerSlam. Then,
Yeah,
dang.
because The only good way to bring women back that would have made perfect sense is to have him come back and help Jay.
Oh, but that
They
got
would get a
interrupted. I see what you're saying
yeah,
now. I see what you're saying.
they would get a payoff. They would definitely get a payoff. So were they on the same level? Roman and that was just Jay because he did it for Jimmy. He never did it for Jay.
Mm. He did it for Jimmy. He never did it for.
So remember,
Yeah, I remember.
when Jimmy came back and Roman was so happy and stuff, and they came out
Yeah, I remember.
and told the whole couch, I remember Jimmy.
Bro, I was just watching. I was just watching before we get to the subject. I was just watching our the flop of Carter 6 video. Man, that's one of the funniest videos on the internet. We was going crazy, Josiah. We was going crazy on Wayne. We was going crazy on
Well,
Wayne.
and I'll let the gas off.
Then I watched the first video we did when our truth got fired. That one was funny too. That was a good one. That was
All
a
gas, no brakes.
Yeah, I was watching that one too. All right, so
Yep.
Yeah,
what was the continuation from yesterday from Raw that we didn't get to say
before,
last night?
before we get into that, I'm gonna speak on that Carter Six thing again
Oh,
briefly.
go ahead.
Okay, so what I figured out is for Wrestling Wayne had to do something different. He could have talked about the
Don't
same
you dare
subject.
try to defend that
I
album.
no,
Don't you
I
dare try to.
no
No,
no
Go ahead, let
no,
him
no.
let
no.
him cook, let him cook,
I'm
let
not
him
trying to
cook,
hear it. No.
let him cook, let him cook. Go
Okay,
ahead.
he's trying to do something different. So
Nah,
Roman
let him
Reigns.
cook.
Wait, show me
No,
Nah,
the album. No,
no.
nah, let him
no,
cook because I want to hear what he got. I
Josiah,
want to hear this. I want to hear this.
yo, you are trigger happy this morning.
no,
Josiah woke up on the
no,
wrong side
no.
of the
You're causing me to be trigger happy. You're causing me to be a
No,
man.
I haven't even said
You're
nothing
trying
for
to
you to
defend
be
that
trigger
album.
happy.
Don't you dare try to defend that album, bro.
See,
bed.
No.
was I even
He woke up,
defending the
The
Josiah,
album?
album
yeah,
is
Josiah woke up
stably
on the
good.
wrong
Oh,
side of the
All right?
bed, bro.
bro,
Stably and good. No, he
I
just
was
rapping.
not defending,
Every time he
bro,
says something that be out of pocket, I got to get on.
He
I got to
didn't
get
bro.
you.
even say he
I got
didn't
to get
say
you.
nothing. He didn't say nothing yet though. I just want to hear what he was about to say. It
There
sounded
we
like
go.
something I thought he was gonna say. I was like, oh boy, but he didn't say it yet, so I can't really say. That's why I'm like, yo,
We're
let him
ready,
rock,
so I
let
got
him
to
cook.
get you.
You gotta let
I
him
got to
cook
get
first.
you. Now, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
He said, you trigger happy this morning.
Mm.
Larry is crazy. Go ahead, Larry.
So I was saying, no, I ain't defending that goddamn album. That shit is horrible.
Oh, there you go.
Except,
Perfect.
except for a couple tracks.
Okay,
Except for a couple tracks.
I'll say the same thing. Couple tracks. Yep. I'm still giving it a
Mm.
3. But go ahead.
But if you remember, Wayne done had a whole lot of legal stuff going on. And if you've been paying attention, a whole lot of rappers been getting locked up based off their lyrics and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
So it's really hard out here to be a rapper these days and to talk about certain stuff. Wayne can could talk about that stuff, but is it worth it?
Mhm.
Because
Oh, so
if
you
he get
saying some subjects he didn't touch on because of the situation, people getting locked up in Ricos and stuff like that.
yeah,
I get it.
and they list they and you see Wayne been back to back to jail recently, and he just he got pardoned by Donald Trump. So
Mm.
he really got to watch what he say.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this: if we talking about that, and Josiah probably can attest to this. If we're talking about the lyrics, that's cool. But me and Josiah said something about that trash production. What the production got to do with him getting locked up?
Oh,
Because that's something got no
what's
beats.
his name? What's his name? What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Many Fresh.
Yeah, he only did one song on there.
He hasn't been working with him.
Yeah, he
So
has not been working on it.
that's why the production is off. Because when you
Now, if
trying to
I'm
switch
not
it up and
mistaken,
work,
am I right or wrong when I say that Wayne hasn't worked with Manny Fresh since the Carter one?
you know,
Is that
he
true?
hasn't worked. He's worked with them throughout the years. It's just
Like,
the past 2 years he hasn't worked with them.
yeah, like who was the producers for? Well, it's probably a lot, but I'm trying to find out who was the main producers for the Carter two and the Carter three. Because, like I said,
Many Fresh.
he was missing a lot of that Rick Ross feel. He was missing a lot of that Nicki Minaj feel, that Drake feel,
Mm-hmm.
that them beats, them
Mm-hmm.
orchestra sound. He was missing all of that. He
Mm-hmm.
was missing all of that in this project. So that's what I'm questioning. I'm like, what was Rain really doing on this project? Like if he
You
was
didn't
putting
have no
on for,
album this. You
if he
had
was
no
putting on
singles
for
that
his people,
Cool and
if he was
Dre.
putting on for his people, like we were saying, then like Josiah said, I think you said it on the video. I think it should have been the funeral too,
Yeah.
or the alien, or what was it,
Yeah.
the alien something? It should have been that. It shouldn't have
That
been a Carter.
definitely should have been Funeral too. Definitely should have been
It
Funeral
shouldn't. Yeah,
too.
it shouldn't have been a Carter.
Because
That's
Yeah,
what
if
I'm
you heard
asking.
Funeral had the
yeah,
same issue with me. Like I when I first heard the track, like the first track, I was like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah,
Second track, I'm like, okay. Third, all right. And by the time I think maybe the fourth or fifth track came around, I said, okay, wait, what are you doing, bro?
yeah. What are we doing? We just made a whole turn for the
Like,
work.
what are we doing? It's like,
You
what are
don't
we
care
doing?
about
but
nobody else but
The
yourself,
rest of the
nigga.
album kind of like just went
yeah,
crazy. Like,
I
all right,
I
bro,
I
whatever.
I think from what I've heard, he was trying out a bunch of new stuff,
Yeah, miserably.
experimenting.
Hmm.
And he failed it.
Yeah,
And whoever his homies
but
was
he
that
was
was
really
that
he
was
was
hot,
really making it.
hot.
He wasn't really making it for like fame wise. He was really making it for himself.
And that right there,
Just
I
to
don't
be
have a
better
problem with.
quality.
That right there, I don't have a problem with because I do make music for myself. But when you're somebody big like Wayne, you can't go backwards. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only problem. Like
I
everybody's
will say
expecting
this:
a
Wayne's
certain
daughter
thing.
recommended defending him on a video I saw. I think I watched on short.
Hold
She
on,
was
what you
defending her
say?
dad. Regine, Lil Wayne's daughter, she was defending her dad, talking about how like people won't come at him for having a trash album, and she was kind of like, y'all don't realize how much time he be putting in, and the skill
Yeah,
set, and how
So
much he be really rapping. Y'all just saying, sir, and she was just really just trying to defend her dad. And I'm like, I got respect
it's
it.
not gonna work,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? I still feel the way I feel about the album, but I'm like, okay, I see you.
I know your dad is putting in a lot of work. Your dad's been putting in a lot of work for years. Ain't nobody
Right.
saying that. We just saying that this product we've been waiting for 7 years did not live up to
Yep.
his expectations. That's all we saying. That's all
Exactly.
we saying. And you being his
Hmm.
daughter and it being a part of the music game, you should have stopped him from releasing it because you knew it wasn't it either. Stop lying to your dad, telling your dad that that's good music.
Yeah.
Peanuts to an elephant. Man, you let your dad do that. I'm blaming you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
yeah,
god.
because bro, I'm guarantee you, if Manny Fresh would have been in there, we would have had a way better project.
I'm gonna keep. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I agree because there's a couple of producers on on YouTube that took Wayne's lyrics off and they was making beats behind it, and it sounded way better.
Hmm.
It sounded way, regardless of what Wayne was saying or whatever. It just sounded better with the better production.
Hmm.
I think the production might be the reason why his project is not good.
I think that was part of it too. I think that was part of it too. I think it was bad. I think the auto tune was probably used a little too
Yeah,
much.
that was pissing me off.
No,
That was
Oh
pissing me off.
my gosh. Yes, it
I,
was.
I ain't
Yes,
gonna
it
lie.
I,
was. Don't say no. Yes, it
hold on,
was.
hold on. Actually, he wasn't actually. Wayne hasn't actually been using auto tune. He hasn't used auto tune in some years.
Mm.
Because when he used it, his voice sounded way different. Like for instance, go back to Lollipop.
Good.
That's
Like
when he
about
actually
Coco.
his voice actually sounds different. That's Wayne's actual voice. He hasn't been
Yeah,
using
I
undertones
noticed that.
in
I
years.
noticed that Wayne, now that Wayne rap and he used the auto tune so much, he sound like the auto tune.
Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, so he hasn't used it in some years. I think he started using that 2010, 2015.
Dang.
Yeah, we haven't heard a Wayne song where he was using that in some years. But I feel like if he had his normal producer in there, we would have got a way better project because he wouldn't have let Wayne just go in there saying anything do anything. He would have told him like, nah, this ain't it. You come harder than that. Some producers just don't care.
Mm.
They're just doing that for a check. So they're hype you up, tell you something hard when they're really not.
Little Weezy.
But another side
We
note,
have to stand up, but stand up.
another
What's that?
side note,
What's up?
my God, Bizzle, he, he just dropped the album,
You talking
and
about
it's
God over
hard.
money? You talking about God over money, Bizzle?
Yep, it's hard.
Oh, I'm not seeing no promotion for that. Was it been you promoting it on Instagram?
Got a bizzle.
And just say, you know who Gifted Hands is?
He under God over money, ain't
Yep,
he? Yeah, he hard.
yeah, he just dropped the album.
I wonder if my
It's
boy
hard.
Bumps is still with God over money. I got songs with him.
Just say,
I'm listening.
you know Gifted Hands is?
Gifted Hands, the rapper.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he
I've
on
never
God
heard
over
Gifted
money.
Hands.
yeah. He put him on the album,
Yeah,
Okay.
he tough.
and it's hard. It's hard. I
Yeah,
ain't
he
gonna
I'm
lie,
gonna
these
check it out.
Josiah, everything we talked about recently, as far as Christians and stuff. Listen to Bizzle's song on his album on me, and he talks about all that.
Okay.
yeah, Bizzle. I've been a fan of Bizzle. Bizzle is cold. I rock
Yeah,
with
he
him a
is.
long way.
He's talking about Christians
We met
judging
Bizzle.
people.
Y'all met Bizzle?
Yeah, we met.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't met. The only people we probably have not met is uh Derek Minor.
Derek Miner's hard.
Uh,
So
I
Derek
did.
Meyer actually hit me up on social media though.
I
huh?
did a. Did I do a concert
He
with
hit me up
Derek?
on social
No,
media.
not with Derek Miner. I did a concert with Flame. I did a concert with Flame, and I did a
Yeah,
concert
Flame.
with shoot, somebody. I think it might have been Derek Miner, but I don't think so. It was somebody else. It was Flame and somebody else at this church out in Pennsylvania. Pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah,
It
Them
was
cats is cool.
Tadashi, was it?
yeah. We
Yeah,
have
that's
we have
exactly who it was. Yep. That's
Was it
exactly who it
Tadashi?
was.
Okay.
It's Tadachi. Tadachi and
Tadashi.
Flame was together all the time.
Okay, got you. That's
yeah.
Yeah,
dope.
that's exactly
Me
what it
and
was.
Josiah, I met down there everybody, but Derek Minor, Tadashi,
I
one
Y'all
met
met
day,
Lecrae?
Derek Meyer yet.
huh?
I
Y'all
ain't
met
met him in
Lecrae?
person. I just knew he hit me up on social media.
You said what,
Y'all met
Josiah?
Lecrae?
So I didn't meet Derek in person, but he hit me up on my social media when I did a YouTube reaction towards his song, and he helped me break down one of his bars. When I did my lyrical breakdown, he put it in his comments, so I put it in, I pinned the comment and everything like that. It's dope.
Y'all met Lecrae?
No,
No,
we
God,
met
that's a bucket list of mine for sure.
we
Like
met
the Craig.
we met KB, Tripley,
Yep,
Trip
uh,
D,
yep.
that boy. I rock with Trip.
uh, Malcolm. What's his name?
Stephen
Josiah?
Malcolm,
Stephen
Stephen
Malcolm. Not
Malcolm,
Stephen Malcolm.
Social
We met
Club Misfits,
Social
Vernon
Club
Mm,
Martin.
Misfits,
man, everybody.
Antonio.
Let's see. At first, he was good. He was a good dude, man. Really good dude, bro.
Y'all done
Yeah,
met
we met
everybody. Y'all should be Christian rappers.
We met.
Y'all done met
uh,
everybody, gang.
I'm
No,
trying to
no, we
think.
haven't met everybody. We haven't met
We met
everybody.
everybody, but we met quite enough. A few.
Yeah, we met a few.
The Ty Brazel, we met Ty Brazel. We saw Ty Brazel.
Yeah.
Let me see who else. Who's this tall guy that was at the scene though? But I forget his name. He was on the tour with KB and Trick. I forget his name though. He was a great job.
Y'all met Thizzle?
It was Joseph something. No, we didn't met him.
Yeah, Joseph Simmons. Yep, met him.
Y'all didn't meet Thizzle?
No.
No, we ain't met. No, I have not met this yet. I've not met this yet. Let me see. Bizzle has I think Dayton has shown me love on Instagram too.
Y'all
Show me
met
love.
Bumps?
Uh-uh.
Nah,
Y'all
not
met
bumps,
Bumps
not
from
bumps,
Hey, I rock with Bumps.
not bumps.
Bumps
For
was
the
at my
most
house
part,
like
most
Bumps
part.
been at my house like 3 times when I was in
Oh,
Cincinnati. He was at my
he's
house.
uh, remember Michael Tarver from
My,
Nexus?
yeah.
Yeah, he calls himself Monster Tarver now. He a believer and he do rap and I show him love on Instagram a lot of times. He showed me love back. So he dope, bro. He's dope. He's really dope.
Y'all heard he was trash.
Dayton's dope. Dayton shows me love. Like those they some real life dudes for real. They cool with it.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think
I heard he was trash though.
Dayton.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not trash.
Yeah,
Nah,
I heard he was
Dayton.
trash.
He's not trash.
Him
That's
and
crazy
that
though.
one dude that you just said. Who's the other dude?
Monster Tarver.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he
I don't
trash
agree, I
too.
don't
I
agree
heard
with
he was
that,
trash.
but I guess you had
Yeah, I
different
heard he was.
though.
Yeah, I heard he was trash.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard the Zill when the quarters out.
I'm playing.
Oh my god, the trolling me, trolling. Okay, all right,
Hey,
There you
you hear
go,
me?
bro.
I was like, what?
Hey, this you hear me? I heard the
Huh?
Zill when the hardest out. Hands
Who?
down. Uh-huh.
I ain't. I don't know. I don't know if I ever heard him.
You
Oh,
never
we
heard,
met
I heard the
D1.
Zill?
We met D1
I'm
by the
trying
way.
to
I forgot
think.
about D1. D1 was dope.
He made that
As a matter of fact, hold on, D1.
he made that song on KB album called Monsters.
Oh, I know what you talking about.
Lecrae signed to Rich Records, but then he ended up leaving.
Where
Yeah,
y'all
they
rank?
basically
Where y'all rank Lecrae?
What? As
the
far as
crazy
Mr.
is
Rap,
not all that.
that's your opinion. He's in my top five. I don't agree with that.
He
Oh, say it
That's your
again, Larry.
opinion, bro.
I'm in agreement with Larry. Let's go. I'm in
There you
agreement with
go.
Larry on this one.
That's your opinion.
Oh
I'll
man,
let y'all have that.
I will
I'll let
not blazing on Lecrae. I've been doing what
shut
Lecrae
up.
doing for
Y'all might
years.
say. Go
I've
right
been doing
ahead.
what look.
Yeah.
Lecrae been okay. He had church clothes. That was fire, but I was doing that since 2007. So he can miss me with that. All the other stuff was cool, but I wasn't really big on gospel rap because they were so preaching the throne all the time. It wasn't really like speaking like no likely situations. But that anomaly or whatever album that Lecrae dropped, that joint was fire. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. But when I was listening to gospel rap, I was real big on like Lil Rascal. I was big on T Bone. I was big on Canton Jones. Ain't no rapper, but Canton like stuff like that. But these other, I don't know. Thizzle was cold. His beats was crazy too. I think it was a lot. Me. This might be a hot take, but I got Andy Milio over Lecrae.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I ain't mad at that.
For sure.
I
Yeah,
can understand that.
yeah,
And Neil's
I
dope.
got Andy Mineo over Lecrae.
Andy,
But
Andy,
Lecrae
Andy's
get busy. I
phenomenal.
ain't gonna lie. I
Andy's
ain't gonna lie.
phenomenal. I will admit, one of my biggest regrets because he had came to the underground one time. We saw him perform. It was Andy, Wordplay, and the Mixers influence. And Andy was right there. I was doing concessions around the time. He was right there, and I think he may have looked over me. I looked at him back, but I couldn't say any worse. I honestly, obviously I was like young, so I didn't really understand like the difference between okay, this guy's a hitter, boom, 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 this and that third.
You a
So I was like, bro, that's
starstruck. That's what it
freaking
was.
Daniel. I had just seen this
You a
dude on
starstruck.
interview.
You a starstruck. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah, I was somewhere. I'm not even going front. I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe myself to say anything
Starstruck.
to him. At first, I didn't want to interrupt. He was doing like some basketball tournament thing with some people who had got VIP tickets and whatnot. But yeah, go ahead.
So Larry,
Ain't sorry. That's
Larry,
my
you
dude.
got 5 rappers. You got 5 Christian rappers that's better than Lecrae.
Oh yeah, I had this KD.
KB.
Let me see, my boy Real Riley.
Really correct.
Of
Real.
course. Of course. Rail.
Let me see. No big deal. He's definitely better.
Oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna say Rail, but I can't because Rail don't label himself as a Christian artist. But I'm gonna say Rail for sure. So you gotta give me one more. You got one more?
I said, KD, Ahagazil, no big deal. Real.
KB.
Let me see. Let me see. Who else did I listen to? Um, trying to remember his name. I listened to him.
Did you say you said Andy
He's one of
Mineo?
Aha's artists. No, it's not. It's not Andy Mineo. He's another black artist. I'm trying to remember his name. Ah, I'm gonna go pull him up real quick. See,
You disagree with the 5, Josiah?
hold on. Oh yeah, Star Ringo. Star Ringo.
No comment.
Who is your 5, Josiah? Or you don't got 5 better than him?
No, I don't do that.
You don't do what?
I don't usually agree Christian artists or Christian rappers really against one another. I might favor probably more one than the other, but I don't necessarily like go with the idea of someone who's better than anybody like that. But ain't under that label for some reasons. But that's just
So
me.
so if a Christian artist that we listen to,
Mm-hmm.
if if Michael Myers got a Christian album, since he's
That's
since
hilarious.
and I say is he better than Lecrae, you say you're gonna say no. I mean, are you gonna say yeah because he's a
Hey, you're
Christian
good.
artist? Like, cause you can't we got to be honest. You can't put all Christian rappers in the same category just because they worship the kingdom. That don't mean their music is good.
Up already. Crazy. I mean, I'm not always like certain songs that he probably put out, but I don't say he's just also bad
Who?
though. Lecrae, he's not bad at me.
He's definitely
Yeah,
not bad, but I'm saying we saying he's
yeah,
not
I'm
in
not
the top
saying he's
five.
bad. I'm saying
Yeah, he makes it feel like he really is that bad, but the
no,
way you talking,
no,
No, he just
no.
said he had 5 artists that was better than him.
I'm saying
As
he's just
far
not that hard. Not he's overhyped.
who's overhyping him?
the world
The
is
industry.
overhyping him. When you think of Christian rap, but when you think of a global situation, his name is like the first name that pops up. I think honestly, the truth is better than Lecrae. That's my opinion. I like the truth. Now the truth sound like Jay Z, but the truth was the truth before he got caught up, and then that's when Lecrae took over.
Hmm.
Yeah, When the truth was there, when he came up with that "We Own Beauty" and all that shit, bro, that album was crazy. It was way before Lecrae was on that bag that he in
They
now.
said the
Now
truth
that
was a
bag of
Jay Z
Lecrae
and Christian
now is
rap.
different, huh?
They said the truth was like a Jay Z and Christian rap.
That's what I'm saying. He was killing. There was nobody on that level. Like it was him and Lecrae. It was neck and neck as far as being like the
Oh,
forefront of the gospel rappers, is what you would say at
I
that time.
forgot to mention. I forgot to mention. I met the truth too. Yep, met the truth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he hard. Yeah, he for real,
yeah. The
bro. Like,
truth.
he
Oh,
definitely real. Yeah, he dope. Um, what
y'all. Yeah,
Magnum?
ain't none of y'all said K
Anybody
Drama. That's
else?
our boy. What's up with that?
Hey, Don definitely. Oh, that's up. Sky
No, too
Blue.
late. Too late now. Hey,
But
K Drama, if you
you like
listening
K
to this, if you listening to this TK Drama, two of your students right here, they ain't put you in their top 10.
Oh my
No,
god. No, I won't do that. I will not do that. That's great. You talking about my
hey,
story doing great. I ain't tripping.
hey,
But
That is so
oh
funny.
my god, that's
hey,
definitely not me. Nah, the crazy my mentor. I ain't doing that.
hey,
Respecting that. Hey, I'm sorry, K Drama my mentor.
Oh
hey,
my
Easy.
God. Yeah, what's
I'm not
up?
gonna
Drama's
lie
my
to you.
mentor. I'm not doing that.
Hey, I'm definitely in my top 15.
Yeah, K Drama, let's go. K
Uh-uh.
Drama might be the best producer in Christian rap. He might be, for
Oh, for
sure.
sure. Probably one. Yeah,
For
definitely
sure.
one of that for sure.
Yeah, when he came out
But
with that, what was it, Air Jordan or
I
whatever that
love
Jordan
drama, bro.
was? That was
Drama, if you hear this,
crazy.
bro, bro. I don't know if I got him in my top five, but maybe in my top 10 for sure.
Oh,
Definitely in
K
my
And
top 10.
Drama?
The drama's hard. Drama's really nice for real.
Drama ain't in your top five?
He might be. I don't know. It changes
What a
he's in my
mentor.
top
time to time for
15.
me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not trying to be
What a
funny. I swear I'm not
mentor.
trying to be funny.
What a
I swear I'm
mentor.
not trying to be funny. It has to be. It has to be. You said what?
That's what
I couldn't
I
hear you.
said. I'm tagging drama. I'm with you.
Holy.
That is so funny.
He's definitely in my top 15.
Holy. Now I will say this. I will say this one time he let me know. He's like, bro, Josiah, you ever get an award? Y'all better make sure. He told us all the time. He said, y'all better make sure to thank me. Thank me. I said, all right.
Who
So
said that? Who said that? K drama.
drama did say
He's
that. Yeah, he
funny.
did say that. Shout out to drama though.
Is he
Thank
still
me.
running that? Is he still running that school and stuff for people, helping people make beats and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
doing
he
it in a
cold for
different
that.
capacity. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
cold
I
for
think
that.
he's doing. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Uh huh.
He does this song with his students too as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he
That was
he helping people.
like last year.
He basically teaching people how to record too.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
cold.
My running our studio.
Yeah.
Now
Salute
if
to
I
K drama,
drove,
man. I'm play, I'm telling jokes, bro. K drama, I did a show with K drama in Akron. What's it, Akron? Because Rail was supposed to do it, and he wasn't capable of showing up, so I subbed in for Rail. So I did a show with K drama. So the show was dope. So salute to K drama, man. I rock with him heavy for real. He in my top 50.
Oh my god. Couldn't wait to say that. You couldn't wait to say that.
K drama. So oh my god. Sorry, no. I don't got no list. I don't got no
Oh,
list
matter of
of
fact, shout out to D
outside
Mob too,
rappers.
bro.
Oh
I
yeah,
might
yeah.
not have
D Mob is
D
fire.
Mob.
D Mob is fire.
D Mob is cold, bro.
D
D
Mob is
Mob.
fire. D Mob is
Heck
really
yeah,
fire.
shout out to D Mob, bro.
Yeah, shout out to D Mob for sure. D Mob is cold. I
D Mob
rock
is
with it.
fire
Yeah,
though.
I don't got no.
I recently
I don't
listened
got no
to
shot.
Ace too. The Ace is fire.
Yeah, I don't got no top five and
That's
no top 10 and no gospel rap joints.
I don't
I
think I
just
have a
asked.
top five really like that.
I just
No, I
asked.
don't.
I don't really listen to gospel rap like that. But yeah, but when I do,
yeah,
them is the ones for sure. And K
yeah,
Drama be having
I
beats.
wish
Let me ask you a question: Is gospel rap just as dope as uh like I'm gonna just say regular hip hop instead of secular hip hop?
No, no.
Okay.
to me
I wish it
it depends
was.
on the artist.
Yep, yep. I like
It
that
depends
answer.
on the artist.
I'm
I
just
like that
asking.
answer.
It depends on the artist.
I like that answer. Because
What you say?
KB, it depends on the artist, and I agree that because KB make bangers. That's better than a lot of things that's going on in the game right now.
Oh yeah.
His
Yeah,
band is
so
crazy.
yeah, you got a point. Yeah. It depends on the artist. Yeah, but I don't think no. This is my opinion. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
no Bible thumper could just be better than any average rapper. Because when you think
It's
about
not
it,
meant like Andy Daniel.
because when you think about it, when you think about it, because you know how we said Wayne can only rap about one thing. The Christian gospel rappers, they only rap about one thing.
Mm.
So just because
Yeah.
they're talking about something positive, we can't hold them different than Wayne if we saying Wayne only rapping about one thing because he's rapping about something negative. They're doing the same thing. We just want people to just rap about their life. Nobody want to do it. They always just want to
That's
aim
why I'm
towards
saying
the Bible.
that's the reason why I gravitate more to Christian rap than I do when it comes to certain artists. Not because certain artists can't do it as far as like regular hip hop, but you're not seeing that a whole lot nowadays as far as anything else either. You're hearing a lot of rappers like talk about the same topics all the time when it comes to regular hip hop. Whereas Christians can be like, we're talking about Jesus, but then we're also going to talk about ourselves and how we got to be saved, or let's talk to you about why where we
Well,
came
how
from,
many
or tell
times?
a story.
But how
They
many
can do
times
that.
can you rap about? How many times can you rap about how you got saved though?
You don't. I mean, you don't always have to rap about that. I'm just saying, like they can show. They don't have to necessarily rap about God or their how they got saved per se. They can get into topics about like where they were at though. They can talk about other things like the threat. Okay, for instance, like NF, right? NF can talk about his faith, but NF is going to talk about mental health most of the time. He's going to probably be he's an advocate for that stuff. So he's going to talk about like his depression and things that he goes through. You know what I'm saying? The Christian rappers can have that free range to go about touching any other topic. Where I feel like as a rapper, if you're in the game if you're in the industry right about now, as far as being a regular hip hop artist, you're probably known for just talking about maybe one or two topics, and that's probably it. You don't really explore a lot. Not saying I'm saying all of them do that. I'm saying some of them tend to keep themselves in that box or that lane rather. Like when I hear Detroit rappers, I hear the same thing. When I hear people from Atlanta, I hear the same thing. I don't hear, except for some people who are more so like lyrical, like a JID or Alton
Yeah,
or
because
Ludacris for some reason.
that's what you that because you can say that's what you're looking for when you're listening to music. You're not more so of a real hype person. You like to kick back.
Not necessarily. I don't mind. No, I don't mind if you
Yeah,
kick back.
I'm not
But
saying that you don't mind
right,
it, but
right,
you prefer
Yeah, he
laid
for
back
storytelling.
type of music.
to a degree,
Josiah big on
sure.
storytelling. I ain't trying. Storytelling ain't gonna hype me up. That's why I like Ludacris. That's that's
Yeah,
why when it comes to like Christian
No,
rap,
I'm not necessarily talking
I had to
about.
listen to somebody like
You don't even
Tizzle
gotta be. You don't even
or
gotta be telling a story. But you gotta figure out a way to like go about setting it out. Is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying always have to tell a story is that way. I'm saying like what topics you addressing. But again, there's only so many topics that you can address within the regular hip hop culture.
yeah.
All I'm saying.
For instance, let me speak on the Detroit thing because you kind of misunderstand them. The Detroit way, like the Detroit beats,
Mm-hmm.
they do that to make you laugh. That's a new type of rap. Even if
Okay.
that's not regular rap. We making a song. They doing that to get you weak. You gonna laugh. You gonna get turned.
That's good.
You gonna get
I
weak.
like that. That's good.
You know.
Sure.
But you can't put it in the same categories and downplay it like that because they're doing it to entertain you. They're not doing it
Right.
to have like what Drake and them do.
Respect. Yeah.
They're doing that because you hear it, you gonna start getting weak, but you're gonna get turned right
Right.
along with it.
Right.
mm,
It's not bad. I've never said anything about it being bad. I like that they're carving out their own niche. What I'm saying a lot of times is only I'm not saying all. I'm saying some artists don't care enough to go about saying I want to elevate what they're known for. Now, if fans gravitate to that stuff and they want to see them change for anything, then okay, cool for you. like don't take what I'm saying, but I'm just saying for me, I like to see sometimes a difference in the art, especially when it comes to like the years being progressive. Because you can't be the same artist that you were 5, 10 years ago. Eventually, you're gonna have to adapt. But the problem is that the girls, the kings have changed. Like BZ, they have rapped out this material back in the day. But as BZ got older, BZ was like, you know what? Let me tap into this thing. Let me talk about, okay, my woman experiences, or we talk to them about how about my integrity is probably looked at differently, or what. Like if BZ wants to go into a different route and talk about different topics, he can do that. The only difference is he don't label himself as a Christian.
But that's what I'm.
That's the only thing.
So that's the
Plus,
question. What I'm
he's more
saying.
heavy guy.
So that's the so what I'm saying is this. Let's say I'll use Larry as an example. Let's say Larry just broke
Yeah.
up with a girl, right? And he just
Mm-hmm.
and he's showing his emotional side through the song. He ain't say nothing. He didn't say
Right.
nothing negative about the girl. He said he missed her. He said he might have messed up on a couple things. He want her back, things like that, or
Right.
whatever. And he's singing it and he's
Right.
rapping it. He didn't cuss or nothing like that. We know Larry to be a
Cool.
believer. Do we label that as a Christian rapper?
No.
And if we don't, why not? Because the song he just did, he just showed a vulnerable side. He told the real about how he felt. He didn't say no cuss words. He didn't say nothing negative or nothing like that. So why is that not put under that kind of that? You know what I'm saying? That category. So what category would that be under?
That's just overall hip
That's
hop.
that's the problem that I got when it comes to Christian hip hop. Because it seems like if Jesus is not mentioned in
Mm-hmm.
none of the songs, it officially is not a Christian rap song.
Mm-hmm.
So why would Christian rappers label themselves as Christian rappers? They just limited themselves. Because Larry just did a whole clean song talking about his vulnerability and everything and just opening up and being honest. He didn't say nothing about having sex with the girl. He didn't say nothing calling her out her name, nothing like that. He said he missed her. He wanted to be with her. He thought that was his wife. Boom, boom, boom. This stuff that, and all of a sudden he don't get labeled as that. He gets labeled as a secular artist. But how?
That's not
If
even a
he ain't
label
cussing it.
whatsoever, though. That's not even a label over talking about the gospel. Because if I'm not getting mentioned to about God or whatever like that, Jesus, this and third, I don't see how you can label that that's wrong.
How, but this is what I'm saying. How can you not just because
Yeah,
Jesus wasn't mentioned?
I don't know how you could. That's
That's my
confusing.
point. That's my point. All my
Okay,
music that I do right now don't got cussing in it. That right there already
right.
glorified God off the top.
Okay.
So since I ain't had no cussing in my music, it glorified God right off the top. Why am I not listed in the gospel rap label? Is it because I chose to
They
not put
might
myself
have.
there? Is it because I chose to not put myself there? Or I'm not talking to subjects that they're supposed to talk about in order to get labeled as such?
Yeah, that's one of the topics.
That's the reason why people is like, yo, don't put yourself under those categories. Because like you said you're a Christian rapper,
Mm-hmm.
you're only gonna do Christian rap. So I don't expect Josiah to do any songs talking about vulnerability with a girl. Because if as soon as you do that, you are officially
No,
not a Christian
honestly,
rapper.
no, honestly, I've changed that. I decided to go about doing rapper as a Christian. But I'm not going to label myself as a Christian rapper. But do that.
Okay, so but I just use you for example, but I'm saying
Yeah,
any
yeah,
Christian
yeah, yeah,
rapper,
yeah.
as soon as they start talking about other things that
Right.
God is because God is involved in everything until they start talking about sex and all that other crazy, you know what I'm saying, stuff that they rap
Absolutely.
about, then that's different. But if they're not rapping about that, and if they're just talking about just living a clean life, you know what I'm saying? I'm out kicking it with my
Right.
boys and stuff like that, whatever. Nothing negative. They ain't saying no about disrespect for nobody, nothing like that. As soon as they make that song, everybody's gonna look at it and judge it accordingly. Oh well, he's not a Christian rapper because he didn't say Jesus about anything in that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. And that's the reason why a lot of people downplay Christian rap. And they be like, yo, I denounce it. I don't want to be a Christian rapper. All because of how it gets
Mm-hmm.
judged.
Yeah.
That stuff is weird to me. I don't understand it. I think any music
It
that's
is. It is.
positive,
It is.
I think
It's
any
weird.
music
It is
that's
weird.
positive, I think any music that's positive is glorifying God, even if they don't mention God, because of the
Right.
fact that they're not rapping in it. I mean, they're not cussing in it. They're not saying anything negative in it. They're not saying anything like that. So if they're not saying anything along those lines, I don't see why they should be. You know what I mean? Like, that's. That's where I'm at with it. That's the reason why I say I'm
Yeah,
not a
sure.
Christian rapper, and I hate to say I hate keep saying it, but I be having to explain it because I'm a believer and I'm a follower of Christ, point blank, period, and my lifestyle shows it. But I don't need people judging my music to go based off of how I live just because that's what my music is saying.
Yeah, then on top of that, bro, Christian rappers don't get paid.
No,
They
they
don't get
definitely
paid
don't.
for real.
They definitely don't.
So you be doing this for nothing. You spreading the message.
Unless you doing it, yeah. Unless you
Spread,
just want to spread the
yeah,
message. If that's the case, I'm completely against it.
you spreading the message, right? And you're further and you're glorifying God and stuff like that.
Excuse me.
But who paying the bills? What's paying the bills?
Mm,
You can't pay the bills with that. You can't go buy your family a nice house with that.
Well, that's why I think they don't just tap into they don't just tap into markets of just doing Christian rap. Like you got
Yeah.
rappers that are doing things like, okay, for instance, Trick Lee is also a pastor. He got his own church, right? KB has a podcast with his best friend, one of his brothers, his name is me, called Just Like Rabbi. I love that podcast, by the way.
Yeah,
Um,
but my point is, you shouldn't have to do all that. You should be
right,
able to
but
get
like
paid
at
off
that
your
time,
music.
that's the age we're living in. Even Ti is doing that. I mean, Ti didn't do that obviously in the beginning, but I'm just saying like rappers tend to go about doing things, you know what I'm saying, like reality shows and oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, boom, 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 because it's all for the bread, obviously, for sure. Like they probably gonna tell all the time, but it's the truth. It is what it is. But it's to show you that a lot of times, and okay, for instance, rappers who cross over to doing acting, that's also one of the reasons probably why. Because they probably make more money doing acting. That's probably why The Rock probably doesn't show up to WWE. It sounds crazy to say, but it's probably because he don't probably make 10 times as much money as he does with movies as opposed to being on the show. He's getting paid very well. I'm quite sure he's getting paid very, very well. But what I'm saying is, he probably makes more money doing movies as it is than doing WWE for real. That's probably why he probably leaves.
mm.
So he can get that bag or something like that. But yeah, bro. So like I said, like that's they have to. That's why you have them go into different avenues besides what they're known for doing, as far as like rap or whatever that is. So I can't blame them. But for me, I'm doing YouTube. I'm a YouTube reactor. I'm a podcaster. I'm a rapper. I'm an actor. I'm a writer. Like I don't want to limit myself to a box. I want to put me. I'm putting together a script right now. I'm looking forward to writing a book eventually. So like I got so many different things I want to tap into because I'm not putting myself in a box whatsoever.
Hmm.
I
I already
get
know what I
that.
want to do.
I get that. But like Larry said, if you pick the right joint as far as rapping, them cats is making like 20,000 a show. If you on a 60 tour, if you on a 60-day tour, all that extra stuff you
Mm-hmm.
doing, that's not necessary. You can do it if you want to,
No, I
because you
get it.
already make
No,
that much
I
money
completely
doing
get it.
music.
I'm just saying. I guess I'm just saying, BD. That's probably why they're going about that route as far as anything else. That's probably
Now,
why they're doing it now.
like for somebody, Ti just won 70 million on that lawsuit thing. But before that, Ti didn't need that because he was already that big of a deal. Like when you make it, when
Right.
you like get later in the game, some of the stuff you don't want to
Yeah.
do no more. So that's why you start doing stuff like that. But when you young
Yeah,
in the
cause
game, them podcasts and stuff ain't gonna get you far. That ain't gonna get you far. You gonna need to do them shows. You do them shows
yeah.
after your name start getting popping, then you do the podcast so everybody can tune in and watch it.
Hmm.
Yeah, if they doing the podcast first, like yeah, nah. Like Trip Lee, I get that he was a rapper, but he was a rapper if I'm not mistaken, a long time before he became a pastor. So now you doubling up the bread, but now you get more tithes and offering than you are giving out
Mm-hmm.
for the music now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
kind of crazy when you look at it. That's kind of crazy. When you look, it's like, all right, well, you weren't making that much money doing the rapping, so now you want to preach it. And now, since you got a congregation, you got tithes coming in every week. That's a touchy subject.
Very touchy subject for sure.
That's a touchy subject. I believe
I,
that
I,
there.
I, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, I
I'm
believe
talking
that
about
there. I believe that there.
that's up there. Nope.
I
Mm-mm.
believe that there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
My
believing I
God.
did. Man, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you showing that's for real to me. And I can't keep it low key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Boom, bang, 2 to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I